Hey guys, Cassie here coming to another video, and today I will be showing off 4 of my main gear setups. And basically these are the gear setups that I use in PvP, questing, and all that, etc. Hades runs, and how I use them. So, here we go. So first is my defensive gear / block gear setup. I use this for tanking, basically in Tartarus, or when I do a 1v1 tourney and I want to tank, because I have 54 base resist and 67 resist to fire and storm, which is pretty insane for having base without having any Jade gear. I have no Jade gear on. 247 block, and basically, yeah, that's the main part of this gear. And to use this gear, I use the Frostbite hood, which I know it's a Waterworks hood, but it's so OP because it has 12 resist and 12 damage. I use the Woodlands Tribal Coat, and I use the, sorry if I pronounce this wrong, Thaumaturge's Chill Waters. And I always use Teeth of the Lord's Knight because it's just OP because it gives 150 block. And I usually use Blade of the Fell Titan and Alpha Omega with Live Mastery. And for this pet, I use my double resist, double damage pets and my 1v1 deck. And for the next deck setup, I use for my next deck setup, is immune to fire and storm, and to do this, I wear crafted level 76 crafted 76 robe, and I use Zeus Ice Shelf Striders, which I recommend because they're really OP, with Elisa's Chill Band because it gives 3 resist base. And for this, I'm working on a Jade pet, which would help, and a fire and storm resist pet. But basically, I come in with 59 damage, 10 accuracy, 102 resist to fire, and 103 resist to storm, which is immune for both schools. Of course with piercing, but it's still really good resist for both schools. And 202 block for all schools, which is still decent. And basically, yeah, I get armor piercing, a decent amount of damage, 59, with immune to fire and storm. So basically, yeah, that's my strategy for that one. So the third one, as y'all know, as y'all saw from my last pet video, is my critical gear. I use Hades Helm of the Shivers. This is just all-out crit. I mean, I could put resist and stuff in it with my new Hades gear. Hades Frozen Over Armor, which is okay. It's like the worst piece out of them. And Dragon Tooth Boots. Way better than Hades Boots. I have the Hades Boots, and I don't use them. I use the Hades Staff of Frostbite. And I use Duelist Fatal Razor. I'll use my Alpha and Omega Ring for more damage. And for my pet, I use my other pet, which gives double crit, Spellproof, Ice Dealer, Maycast Fairy. And for this one, my crit comes out to be, well, my stats are okay. 63 damage, which is pretty good. 15 base resist, 10 accuracy for ice. 532 crit is what I go for, mainly. 100 block, 77 power pips, and 27 healing in and 12 healing out with 8 armor piercing. So basically, this is what I go in if I want to do a quick match 1v1. I'd use this and just spam like Snow Serpents and Winter Moons and Frostbites and stuff like that, which would do a lot of damage. I could kill really fast. So for my fourth gear setup, which is my new gear, I did get the Unseen Lord's Chill helmet, as you saw. And yesterday I did Tartarus about 10 times. I was so shocked because I ended up getting this Unseen Lord's Chill armor. Oh my gosh, is it insane. 12 resist with 13 damage, 70 ice crit, 28 block, 2 armor piercing, 8 power pips, 5 incoming, 600 health. I love this to death. And also, I don't use this one that I usually use. I want more block with this when I use Teeth of the Lord's Knight, so I can have an overall average. So I use Frost Shrine Slippers, and I'll usually use my Teeth of the Lord's Knight wand for even more block. And I'll be using my Blade of the Fell Titan, my Alpha and Omega, Life Mastery still, and with my critical pet on, this is basically the Unreal best 1v1 gear that I'll probably use to get to easily Overlord. When I make a series on that, I will be making a series. So basically it has 64 base damage, 43 base resist, 6 accuracy, so that's okay, but this is where the good part comes in. 265 crit with Teeth of the Lord's Knight wand, which is insane, and 303 block to all schools, to where I can never ever usually get critted on. I mean, I will occasionally with those storms that have a lot of crit and stuff, but mainly I'll never get critted on. My power pip chance is way better, 86, and my healing in's 28, and my healing out is 17, which is good, with 3 armor piercing, so I at least have armor piercing now. So basically, these are my main stats for hitting, and if I wanted to change it up some, I could, and I could go like if I were to use, let's see, if I were to put on these dragon tooth boots with Hades 1, my stats would be, see, decent right there, 467, 143. Let's see if I were to switch into the Teeth of Lords one. I've never really mixed them up yet, but basically that last gear would be my main gear. See, like 385 and 223, which is decent. But yeah, I got yesterday to where, yesterday when I was mixing them up, I got to like 460 something crit and 228 block. It was pretty ridiculous. But basically, yeah, this will be my main gear setup right here. These and this right here, my Teeth of the Lord's Night Wand, and I probably will be start using my critical pet so I can get critical. And if they weren't going to use critical, if I didn't need this 265 crit, say they had a lot of block, I'd probably switch my pet to the King Rex, which is my double damage, double resist pet, and not my critical pet, and have 69 damage. Yes, 69. But I'm gonna work on getting the damage deck, so I have 70 damage, 48 base resist, which is 5 more. 6 more damage, and see, it goes down to 215 from 265, so if I didn't really need to work on critical, I could work on damage and resist still with a lot of blocks where we're going to get blocked on with more power pips, more healing in, and some armor piercing. So basically, yeah guys, that's my new gear setup, and I just wanted to let y'all guys know and see what I'll be using in the future and what I use, because I've had requests for people to see what gear I use. I will be making a deck. I will be showing off my deck eventually, but I don't want to show it off now because if people like 1v1 me and fans till the end, I don't want them setting up for me. But yeah, I want to get that out soon so y'all guys can see what I do and how I will be getting to Overlord and how I win so many matches and tournaments. And I will be looking to upload tournaments, maybe even the Fire and Ice one today going on. And so yeah guys, thank you for watching and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment below if you want to see anything else that I have. And so yeah, thank you for watching, and please leave a like and comment below, and goodbye.